Welcome to the finest women in real estate here on the EAN-TV network. I'm your host for today's episode, Rick Amato. This is the show where we meet some of the most successful, brightest women in the real estate industry. And let's get right to it. Seated to my right is our featured agent on today's show. And she's not just an agent, she is an attorney as well as a broker and the owner of LaMar Real Estate. Let's meet Rachel LaMar. Good to see you, Rachel.
Thank you for having me.
And I look forward to learning more about your business here in today's show.
Great.
Seated to her right is Kimberly Whitfield. Now, Kimberly, ladies and gentlemen, has a big announcement. We're excited. I hope she's excited. I'm sure she is. As you may know, here on the EAN-TV network, we're growing a lot of shows, a lot of business shows, a lot of self-help coaching shows. And Kimberly, you have an announcement.
I do. I'm very excited about it, Rick.
And you are going to launch your own national television show called what?
Conscious Consumerism.
Tell us about Conscious Consumerism. What can we expect as viewers to see?
Awesome. Well, you can expect everything that you can do, buy, use in your home that's more conscious for our environment, but also is going to help save money, make your life easier, because most people don't think their life is easier when they go conscious. They think it's more complicated.
Okay, so yeah, right. So the show will be how to save money and be conscious about the environment.
Yep.
And you come from a solar background. That must have led to this idea, huh?
It absolutely did. Solar's just one piece. I want to educate around a lot more.
All right, Conscious Consumerism, hosted by Kimberly Whitfield. We will hear more about that show throughout this show. And hey, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And seated to her right is Marie Antonette Waite. Marie, folks, if you're not aware, she's the behind-the-scenes person who created Finest Women in Real Estate. She's a marketing genius here in Southern California. She's the founder and CEO of Fire Up Connect. Now, we've talked about Fire Up Connect on previous shows, but for our new viewers, what is Fire Up Connect, Marie?
Fire Up Connect is a business networking group where we gather all the business entrepreneurs, owners, and they collaborate and create projects.
All right, let me ask you.
Yes.
In today's world, I guess it's always been there, but certainly feels like today more than ever, there are a lot of networking groups out there.
That's correct.
Okay, but you are the type of person that does what an entrepreneur should do, and that is you observe, tweak, and make changes. What makes Fire Up Connect different?
Well, first of all is the introduction. Instead of telling everything about your business, someone is going to ask you a question and you have 1 minute to answer it. Okay, so that's just for the introduction. And then of course we bring in educational speakers that is also outside the membership, where we bring other people and we can learn from them.
I've been to one of your Fire Up, or at least one, maybe more, and you're right.
Yes.
People ask questions of those in the room, and that's a good way to break the ice and get your message out there.
Yes, and the reason why is because people, when they ask a question, they are attentive. They're really listening to you when you say something to them. Instead of when you're telling your business to other people, they tend not to listen because they feel like they're being solicited. So this way, they are attentive.
That's a good point. No one wants to be solicited.
Yes.
All right. You know, I've asked these other two ladies about themselves, but not you yet, Rachel. And you're our featured agent. How did you go into real estate in the first place? What drove you there?
Well, I think a couple of things. Basically, my mother was in real estate for many, many years in LA. She was one of the biggest producers, but I always swore I'd never do that after listening to her on the phone all the time. But I did go to law school after college, and I wanted to be an attorney since I was 12. So I did that for a little bit, and then I took off some time to raise my children. And then after about 7 years of doing that, I thought, what can I do where I'm not sitting in an office all day? I still can pick up my kids from school. I'll do real estate. Little did I know. But so I went into real estate, and it's been almost 17 years, and I've had my own company for about almost 10 years now. And I love it. It was a great move back then. I thought I was going to maybe do it for a short time, but it's just been a wonderful experience.
What makes Rachel LaMar unique, different? A lot of agents out there to compete against.
Yeah. Again, a few things. I think, first of all, my background with law. I think in this industry, there are so many agents that don't realize that a contract is a legal transaction. I mean, they realize it, but they don't kind of take heed of that. And you have a lot of agents writing everyone's writing contracts basically, but only attorneys are supposed to write contracts. So the California Association of Realtors and other associations kind of got around that by writing the fill-in-the-blank contracts. But a lot of times they're not filled in properly, and that leads to lawsuits. So I think I have a little bit of a different perspective in taking care of my clients.
All right, so what sort of real estate do you specialize in? Is it residential housing?
Residential housing. I have a lot of investor clients who buy buy and hold properties, and some flippers, but they're not really flipping here anymore. And then I have a lot of home buyers, home sellers.
Yeah, that flipping industry, I don't know what it's doing elsewhere, but here in Southern California, did it ever work here?
It did work a while ago, years ago, but I think what happened is it started getting so hot, and so many people would come in and say, let's say there's a $500,000 house, which is a great price for that particular neighborhood, and all these people would come in with cash and they'd overbid, and so what happens is your profit goes down. So I have expert flippers, and they say they won't even touch anything unless the profit's going to be a certain number. And then there are the flippers who will take these houses and buy them for more than they should and maybe make a very small profit. And so I think California has really become not the greatest place to flip, except for Sacramento, which I think is going to be the new flippers haven.
But the timing, if I hear you right, the timing's got to be real tricky. I mean, it works and then it's gone.
Yeah, a little bit. Yes, I agree with that.
All right, let's go to Kimberly, new talk show, national TV talk show called Conscious Consumerism. When you hear someone like Rachel LaMar, successful real estate broker, real estate agent here in Southern California, will your show work with agents as well, or is it strictly for consumers?
No, I think it's for agents, it's for consumers, it's for everyone. I mean, it's really to educate a homeowner, renter, agents, experts in their fields on what anybody, a homeowner, renter, can do to make a shift that's going to impact their lives and, of course, the life of our planet.
Give us an example of one thing that we might see in the show that is conscious consumerism.
Well, I mean, I could go with an easy one like solar. I mean, where are you getting your energy, right? You save money by going solar. It's conscious. It's good for the environment. But even things like, are you buying bottled water? I mean, where do those bottles go, right? So get a good filtration system for your house.
You get a plastic bottle instead.
Yeah, right. Just kidding. Yeah, reusable bottles, good filtration system for your home, so you can refill there. Just things like that. What can you shift? How are your clothes produced? Things like that.
That's a great thing for real estate agents, because to share with their clients when they're purchasing homes.
Yeah, and even down to knowing if there's fluoride in the water in the city you're buying in. You know, things like that.
Wow. Okay, Marie, anything you'd like to add to this?
About the TV show?
Yeah.
I think I'm really excited for this because I think all this information is new to me.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to expect yet, so I'm really just, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope I can learn a lot from it. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. This is Finest Women in Real Estate. I'm your host, Rick Amato. Back with more right after this.
Hey guys, how are you today?
Good.
I'm here to talk about how with technology you can make amazing worlds. Come with me. My team and I bring the Halo world to life.
Is that you?
That is me. I wasn't a math genius and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things.
I want your job.
I want you to have my job.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
All right, I'm sitting here with three of the most successful, brightest women in real estate located here in Southern California. To my right is Rachel LaMar. To her right is Kimberly Whitfield. Just launched a new TV talk show that we're talking about, national television. And to her right is Marie Waite. All right, Marie, you're one of the most prolific entrepreneurial marketers in Southern California. And because it's Southern California, I'm going to say all of America, because if you're strong in SoCal, chances are you're pretty strong anywhere else in America. And you have a magazine called Finest Women in Real Estate Magazine.com, I should say, finestwomenrealestate.com magazine. Tell us about the magazine.
Well, the magazine is another marketing program that I launched for Finest Women in Real Estate, and we feature one agent at a time. I like to do that because I want people to really understand who they are, what their background, and what are their specialized in real estate. So it's good for people to really know more about them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that's yeah. You know, what's interesting about that to me is there are a lot of agents out there. Let's face it, a lot of real estate agents, and to have something like this, a magazine where you're featuring someone, that could be incredibly valuable to that agent.
Yes.
And you know what? It can be valuable to the consumer as well.
And what I do is I actually include other businesses in that magazine to where they get more information as outside real estate too.
All right, now you have something called, it's a tongue twister for me, alliteration, Reality Rally.
Yeah, Reality Rally is a fundraising event, and what they do is they bring all the reality stars from all over, all the national TV shows.
Wow.
And so we will have, I think, maybe about 40 or 50 reality stars, and they raise money for cancer patients. And then we just have fun.
Is this in Los Angeles?
It's actually in Temecula.
Temecula, California, which is in Riverside County, just east of Los Angeles.
That's right.
Interesting.
And Finest Women in Real Estate is one of the media sponsors. So we will be hosting the interviews of all the reality stars. I will have some of the cast of the Real Men of Real Estate at the event, and of course the Finest Women in Real Estate.
That sounds great.
Yes.
All right. Let's move on back to our newest national TV talk show host, Kimberly Whitfield. Kimberly, you say that there's a media personality out there that you'd like to thank for your idea.
Yeah, so what Dr. Oz is to health and wellness, conscious consumerism will be to an eco-friendly way of living with ease.
That's great. That's great. And what you already gave us some ideas of what viewers will see in the show. Might you also do other things such as seminars or is it take it on the road?
So, well, take it on the road is funny. I won't go into all of that today, but seminars are something that somebody very wise just brought up to me recently, and so I think that's a great idea. You know, to educate real estate agents and homeowners and first-time home buyers and just everyone on what they can do to one, make their home more valuable without adding extra cost on the front end, but also just to make their living life with more ease.
All right, so you said two things here that I want to underscore. In a previous segment, you said that conscious consumerism will show folks how to lower costs. Now you just said it will show them how to raise value.
Yes.
Those are two critical items.
Yeah. I think we're really coming into a time where because people are more conscious about our environment. I mean, we've been dumping in it for so many years. That the homes
I have, but go ahead. No, just kidding.
the homes that are set up to live more consciously are going to have much more value. I mean, there are things that you can do that are obviously going to raise value. Solar is going to raise value. You know, the pool solar thing, like a great filtration system for your home, things like that. But having a home that someone can walk into day one and just know that their home is creating less of a footprint on the environment, we're really coming into a time where that's hugely valuable.
Yeah, I think your timing for this is tremendous in terms of the interest in the marketplace.
Yeah. And people just don't know. So educating them is something I'm so passionate about, I'm so excited to do, just helping people to see it.
Now, Rachel, it was your idea to have a seminar earlier during the break. What are some of the things that you think agents can learn from a show like Kimberly's?
I think the show would be very valuable because, you know, especially as homes get older, people, you know, you have systems in place that are aging and that are not good for the environment. So it definitely, I agree that it can raise the value of the home if you do implement some of these steps, and especially with solar and water filtration and things like that, and water softeners. I mean, it's just going to help your pipes and make your life better. And I think people want to do something for the environment. So it's kind of both. You get both the benefits.
Does it help agents, in your opinion, close sales? That's what they're in the business to do.
I think it's getting to that point. I just sold a home with solar, and we had multiple offers in days because, I mean, well, the home was beautiful, but it had a lot of really nice updated features and energy-saving features, energy-saving toilets and whole house systems and solar panels and all that. So that was a big selling point for a lot of people.
Now, shifting gears, you're, as we said, you're a broker, you're an agent. You're also an attorney, as you've referenced. Is it in the real estate industry specifically, your law practice?
I don't practice anymore, but I'm still a licensed attorney with the State Bar. But I did some real estate law and general contracts, and general civil litigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Coming back to Kimberly, who do you think will get the greatest value? Consumers? I mean, should I say homeowner / renter, or those in the real estate profession?
Well, I think both will get the most value. It's just how do you take that information and utilize it to both benefit yourself. I mean, for homeowners and renters, you're just shifting your life a little bit. I mean, I would look for, well, one is, what's the water in that city? So, because the water's life. I mean, water is huge, and I think it goes very underrated as far as clean water. Hard water is hard on the pipes. It's hard on our bodies when you're showering with it, when you're drinking it. So, what's the water filtration system in the home, if need be, which most you need something? Does it have solar? If not, is the roof good for solar? Are there tons of trees? Is it like all this pitched roofs that may not have any space for solar? If it doesn't have solar, and then is there area for ground mount? Wind turbines are coming, residential wind turbines. I mean, there's so many things that are, so I would look out for all of those things. What are the materials of the floor? I mean, is it a artificial material?
Let me ask, and again, as a featured agent, I'm curious, interested in your background and your views on things. In today's marketplace, of course, each market in the country is different. We're talking Southern California right now. What advice would you have to an agent, to a potential person looking to become an agent?
Training is not mandatory, so you can go to a big brokerage, or you can go to a small brokerage or a single broker, and you can get all different kinds of training. Some people just say, go out and do it and sell a house, and then we'll teach you how to do it. And some people will put you through classes, and so I think it's so important to get the training, especially in the legal field, in the legal realm of things, and then to have a mentor, because until you sell a few houses and someone's kind of looking over your shoulder, yes, it's easy to do once you get the hang of it, but it's just fraught with potential problems.
I bet. Yeah, the idea of a mentor
great training is key, and we need to make that a requirement.
All right, we'll be back right after this. We'll get some final comments from this evening's guest. I'm Rick Amato, back after this.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
This segment of Finest Women in Real Estate is being brought to you by Fire Up Connect. All right, welcome back. As you know, I'm joined by three of the finest women in real estate, I should say. These women are successful and bright and very, very motivated to be successful in their careers. Let's get some final thoughts, and let's start with master networker, master marketing person, Marie Antoinette Waite.
Okay, so you're talking about networking. You definitely wanted to connect with Reality Rally, because that is a huge, huge event in Temecula,
California.
Yeah, California. And then we have the magazine for the finest women in real estate. If you wanted to learn more about the finest women, that is the right publication that you can be a part of.
All right. And this is exciting. Final thoughts from a new national television talk show host, Kimberly Whitfield. Your show, Conscious Consumerism, launching here on the EAN TV network. Final thoughts.
Yeah, I would just say, tune in if you are curious, even just curious about learning what shifting your world in your home, in your environment, in your work looks like to impact the environment. And we're going to have, owners and promoters of companies, services, energy, smart energy, things like that. So definitely tune in, and we're going to have a lot of fun on the show.
Oh, I bet. And as you say, Dr. Oz is sort of the inspiration?
Yeah.
All right. And Rachel LaMar, broker, attorney, you're the owner of LaMar Real Estate in Carlsbad, California.
Yes.
You're our featured agent.
Yeah.
Final thoughts?
I service all the North County areas, and if you need a real estate agent to help you look over your contracts, you can look me up online. And I'm so excited to watch your show. I think it's going to be a benefit to agents and homeowners as well. So.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And I don't know if there's anything else out there like it right now. Have you researched that, Kim, by chance?
I have, and there is not anything
That's
national
great.
that's out there.
That's great.
That'll be good. It's the first time for EAN TV.
Yeah. All right, I want to thank you, our viewers, for watching Finest Women in Real Estate. Remember, not only can you watch us live, like many of you are doing right now, we are available on demand 24/7 on Roku and Amazon Fire TV on the EAN TV network. So check back and watch all the episodes, as I say, on demand 24/7. For Marie Waite, Kimberly Whitfield, and Rachel LaMar, I'm Rick Amato. Good night, everybody.